Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one, and I'm very excited about this beer as well. This is another beer from the beer mail package that I got from Craft Beer Pours and Keep Sipping. Another Trillium brew we're looking at. This is Melcher Street IPA, my second Trillium beer. If this is half as good as the Metal Double IPA was, I'm going to be very pleased with it. I will post links to Craft Beer Pours and Keep Sipping in the description. If you haven't already, definitely go check them out. They do great stuff on their channels. So Melcher Street, 7.2% alcohol by volume. Trillium has two breweries, both in Massachusetts. And Trish was telling me earlier, I didn't realize this, but you can't buy their beers in any stores whatsoever. You can only get their beers at the breweries. They have two locations in Massachusetts. Okay, and this is part of the Street series. So on the label, it's got the overhead view of Melcher Street, surrounding area there. Apparently, they do an entire series like this. I got another beer actually in the fridge from them called Stillings Street. So I got two of the Street series beers. So very excited to try this. If you want more information about Trillium beers, you can go to their website, trilliumbrewing.com. All right, let's go ahead and give this thing a crack and a pour. Oh, there we go. Got the Trillium glassware here that I just rinsed out from the other awesome Trillium beer that I just had. Okay, so this one's actually a lot lighter than the other beer that I just drank, than the Metal. Although it is super hazy and bright. It's a little bit brighter. It's still an orange color, hazy orange, but it's brighter than the Metal Double IPA. This is just listed as a standard IPA, not a double. Although 7.2%, you could call this a double IPA if you wanted to. The head with this is a little bit creamier looking as well. About a finger and a half's worth of a very creamy, slightly off-white head, and then, of course, that juicy, bright orange appearance. Some nice streaming bubbles going up the glass. Let's get an aroma on this bad boy. A lot of tropical fruit with this as well. Mango, pineapple, but to a lesser degree than with the Metal. Little tangerine with this one that I'm picking up on. Little orange, tangerine. Some nice light bready notes, which will probably come through more on the palate. Smells pretty dang juicy. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Cheers. Okay. This is a lot different. Very juicy. You are getting some tropical fruit, a little bit of pineapple, maybe some mango as well. I'm not getting the guava with this one that I was with the other one. I am, however, getting a lot of tangerine. A lot of tangerine citrus notes with this one, particularly as you kind of go into the middle of the sip. Then you get those nice bread notes from the malt, kind of like a white wheat bread. You ever had white wheat bread? That's kind of what it tastes like a little bit in the middle of the sip from the malt that they're using in this beer. More of a bready thing, less of a cereal grain type thing that I was getting with the other one. Yeah, a lot of that tangerine. The finish with this one is a lot lighter than the uh, Metal Double IPA at 7.2%. That's to be expected. And of course, with this one as well, no alcohol present. 7.2% is no joke. It ain't no 8.9%, but it's still a very high alcohol beer. 7.2 is no joke. And of course, I'm not getting any warming or alcohol presence whatsoever with this beer. The tangerine notes that I'm getting last all the way through to the finish. And then on the finish, I'm getting just a slight little bittering note to round out the whole thing. But it's definitely got some nice tropical fruit and citrus notes with this beer. Another winner, absolutely incredible beer from Trillium. It's crisp. It's a little bit more crisp than the Metal because it's lighter bodied. The body with this one is light to medium, whereas the metal was medium to heavy. The fact that the body with this is so light at 7.2% is pretty impressive. And when I say light, I don't mean watered down. I just mean it's crisp, it's clean, it's refreshing, the finish is dry, it's easy drinking, borderline sessionable, which for a 7.2% alcohol beer is almost unheard of. So the sessionability for such a high alcohol beer is very, very high. With this, you could get into a lot of trouble. The flavors with this are just spot on. The carbonation is on the medium side, nice prickly bubbles throughout the sip. The tangerine notes really set this one over the top. It's nice and it's just citrusy. That nice fresh burst of citrus really adds to the nice tropical fruit notes that you're getting on the initial sip. Another winner from Trillium. This one, gosh, this one's going to get a 97. It is A to A plus. Probably you could argue that this is world class for the New England IPA style. Tropical fruit, citrus, bready, crisp, clean, refreshing, dry, slightly bittering. What more could you ask for this style of beer? Medium carbonation, nice little burp action going on there. It's just a wonderful beer. So thanks again to Brandon and Trish. Trish, didn't want me to shout them out every time I do a review from the beers that they sent me. Well, you're just going to have to deal with it. You're getting shouted out because this is some awesome stuff that you sent me. And you guys shout me out on your channels all the time. So it's the least I could do. All right. So Brandon's channel will be right there. Trish will be right there. That'll do it for this beer review, guys. 97 out of 100. If you live in an area where you can buy Trillium beers, I highly recommend that you do so. They are awesome. Go to the breweries. Check them out. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.